Welcome back to my channel, Pretty Inspired Decor, and believe it or not, this is video 16 in my 2018 series, How to Decorate for Christmas. And as you can see beside me, the tree is beautifully decorated. That was video 14. And behind me, the armoire is beautifully decorated. And now we're going to talk about how I decorate a coffee table. And then when that's done, I'll show you how we've decorated the mantle. So here I am covered in glitter because we've been decorating for a few days and it seems like I've always covered in glitter, but now's the time to do the coffee table. So if you take a look here, you see the elements that I'm going to use for this coffee table. And if you've been following me for a bit, you know that I love to decorate with cake trays. So this particular coffee table is going to be in, creamy and whites, pinks and golds, just to sort of fit the overall theme of this total room. So I think I will start with this cake plate. So this is just a cake plate. I use it to serve desserts all the time, obviously not at Christmas. And I'll pop this here. And then this is some almost twiggy garland that I bought at Michael's, and I've just twisted it together so it looks almost like a candle wreath. I'll just pop that there. And then I thought I would get one of these angels. This is another gift from another student of mine. Her mom made me 3 of these angels years and years and years ago. And I just think they're so, precious and pretty. And of course, it means something when people give you lovely gifts, and especially if they're handmade. So this is another one of those beautiful handmade gifts. And I'll just pop that in there, and hopefully that'll work. Now you'll notice before I continue here, how I have the infrastructure set up. I've kept my mirrored tray. I have the same placemat I had in it before for the fall. It's pretty. I said I could probably use it again, and here I am using it again. I have this bell garland, and intertwined with the bell garland, I actually have some little bell lights. So let me just turn those on right now so you can see how that sort of lights up the bell garland. So that's kind of pretty. And I have these beautiful tea light holders. I bought these a number of years ago at a store that no longer exists here. The store was called King's Mills, and it was just a beauty. You can imagine when I went in that store and I saw all this pink and cream and gold with the little bits of green, that I had to have them. So there you go. And of course, I will light those little tea candles as well. And then I really debated whether I would use gold or pink candles. Tell me what you think. Do you think I should use gold? Do you think I should use pink? For now, I'll put gold in, and if you think I should move to pink, well, let me know that. And these candles, maybe I'll put there. Let me see, do I like that? Well, we'll see. We won't know till I'm done. Then I have another one of these angels. Maybe the best way to cover up these batteries is just put an angel on top of it. Kind of camouflages a little bit. I go through more batteries at this time of the year than, my husband is forever running to Costco to buy batteries. Remember these that I bought in the fall? And the woman at Pier 1 said, "What are they? What are they?" And I said, "I don't know, but I know what I'm going to do with them." Look at how pretty they look on there. Just almost like table scatter. They look so pretty on there. Such a lovely little touch. I also have this owl. I think I'll put him in here. But maybe what I should do is take this cake plate. And I guess my logic here, my thought process, I should say, is because this is pink covered in gold, and this is gold, I thought I would use, another garland that's white, and, sort of to contrast the two. I could have gone with 2 gold, but I just think it picks up the white in my table runner, so I think that's a good idea. Then I will put, what should I put in it? Oh, I have a good idea. Why don't we take this, pop that in there. Again, I'm really debating if I should have gone with pink candles or not, but right now I guess we'll go with the gold. Pop this crown in. Again, remember I used that crown in the fall. If you can reuse things for different seasons, it's a good thing, because then, you know, storage doesn't become your absolute nightmare. And then of course I have to have this owl out. I cannot put it away because my grandson loves it so much. So I'll pop that in here. I think that'll be pretty there. Where should I put her? Well, maybe I'll just pop her in here. My little grouping of 3. What do you think? Then I have these beautiful little angel wings. Aren't they pretty? I'm just going to say these represent our 2 little angels, our little grandchildren, our little Tennyson and our little Ayla. Maybe we'll just lay those in the tray. I think that's pretty. And another one of these. Where should this go? We'll pop that forward and pop this in here. Pop that way. That's kind of pretty, I think. I think that works. And of course I need coasters, so obviously they have to have some couple coasters on the table because I want my guests to be able to use this coffee table when they come. Remember, I like to buy these candles at Michael's. I have them everywhere in the house because they just turn on with a click. Let's hope that works. Yep, sure enough, that works. Perfect, perfect. Okay. And I have these little pink leaves. They were on a huge stem that I bought, believe it or not, at Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire, you know, really did a good job this year. So I cut them up, and my thought is I'll just sort of make a laurel wreath with them. Pop them in here. Now, I'm under no illusion that at some point my little grandson might be popping these out, but I mean, our world won't end if he does. Just pop them back in, right? That's what you do when you have little ones around. Expect that they'll be interested. Actually, I know some of you may have seen the Christmas tree video, and boy, I tell you, our little Tennyson, he just loves that Christmas tree, and he loves all the little houses under the Christmas tree. He was just absolutely intrigued with the houses under the tree. And we got up, you know, he went home that evening, and we got up in the morning, and lo and behold, my husband found his little Bubba lamb. He has a little tiny lamb that he sleeps with, and he had put it in Santa's sleigh. So we took a picture. If I remember, I'll attach that picture at the end of the video. It was so, so cute to find that in the morning, because Tennyson was so intrigued with all of that. Let me see. Oh, I like that. Look at how glitzy that is. No wonder I'm covered in glitter. And then I'll do the same thing over here, I think. Just a nice little added touch, right? Just a nice little added touch. Try to get all my proper ends to go the proper way. I laughed when I watched the video the other day. My husband was away that day and couldn't be my videographer, so I know I look like a wreck of the Hesperus, but that's okay. I mean, that's reality when you're doing all this decorating, right? In a perfect world, I'd be decorating my pajamas every day, but none of you need to see that, that's for sure. Well, I think that works. I think that works. I'll just need to get a little bit of a Swiffer and clear up that glitter around, but what do you think? I think it looks pretty. So just give me a minute, put the coffee table back in place, and then we'll be right back and show you how we've decorated the mantle. Well, here we are back at my mantle, and I chose not to decorate this mantle and put it all on video because it took me forever and I kept changing my mind what I wanted it to look like, and so you get to see the final product. I thought you watched me do the armoire, you really didn't need me to do this as well. I'm going to start by showing you that we put a mirror up that I actually had in another room. And while we were decorating, I thought, you know what, let's move that into the living room. And boy, do I love that there. You'll notice it's just pretty and it works in this room, and I think I'm going to keep it there. Beside the mirror, I have those 3 really pretty angels. They look like seashells. I bought those in St. Jacob's at a little store, a little angel shop there. It's just a beautiful little store. I bought those years and years and years ago, but the last time I was there, they still carried them. And you'll notice beside that is the Joy to the World sign. And there's a couple of lanterns. My little green lanterns, again, I use them in the fall. Look, again, they work. I really haven't done a whole lot, but make a funky bow and put some lights and just put a little sign inside that says joy and believe and, you know, all of the great words for Christmas, faith. And then I really wanted this to look like the town of Bethlehem on each side. Precious Moments nativity scene in the middle. I've owned that Precious Moments nativity scene for, well, more than 30 years. I love that nativity scene, and I like to put it in a prominent place on my mantle. And again, you'll notice I decided that I put some pink candles in the back and some pink and some gold, just little trees standing on top of little tea lights to make all of that look so, so pretty. And in the evening, it really does glisten and shine, and I think it looks, you know, super, super pretty. On the mantle, I have placed actually 3 little chair ties. That's what that pink, what looks like a table runner is. And I needed to put something down, and I went digging through my closet, because Lord knows I have more linens than anyone should. And I found those, and I went, that's what I'm going to do this year. And that's why it takes me so long, because sometimes I set things up and then I take it down because I'm not happy with you know, where my vision was going. You'll also notice that I have some little picks just to add some greenery. Those are just so pretty. I have those, if you can recall, on my armoire as well. And I found these little sparkly leaves at Michael's, and I thought, ooh, those are so pretty. They really needed to be added in as well, just to get that little bit, again, that glitz factor here and here. The garland took me, you know, a fair bit of time to decorate. I always have that Santa in the middle, and I try to get the word celebrate underneath him. And then, of course, I just have some little glass pink and rosy toned balls. And then these precious moments, believe it or not, they're so wonderful. These are the 12 days of Christmas. So 6 of them on this side and 6 of them on the other. Oh! Number 9, he wants to turn. Get him kind of going like that so he stays the right way. There you go. Actually, he's number 10, not number 9. And then once again, you'll notice I've got those snowflakes. Remember I told you I bought those in Frankenmuth at Bronner's. I love those snowflakes. You're going to see them in another room as well. Look at how pretty they are. And again, you wouldn't have wanted to watch me videotape this because I'm literally, you know, on my back laying some of those snowflakes so that they go deep into the garland. Because again, to me, if you're going to have garlands swagging, you should have things hanging at a variety of levels. I just think it looks so pretty. And then once again, the 2 lanterns on the floor that I created with my good friend Melissa in mind. And you know, from now on, when I look at those 2 figurines, and I've had them for years, the little shopper, because Melissa and I could shop like nobody's business, I will think of her, and of course, the Santa with the Noel. Again, I'll think of her and how much she loved to come to our Christmas home and spend time here. Really, really happy with how the mantle turned out this year. So please, tell me if you like it. Tell me what you think of decorating in pink and creams and golds with a touch of soft greens and other colors, because that's my favorite color. And you know, I really love decorating this room in pink every year, and people come in and they find it very unexpected. I have not been decorating with pink just because pink is, you know, the in thing supposedly to decorate in the last couple of years. I have been decorating with pink for years and years and years, with pinks and golds and creams, because again, this is the room where I spend a lot of time, and I like to read to my grandchildren in this room. And you know what? They get their little toys and they're playing on the floor, and it's, you know, I don't care that there's, you know, dinky toys and little people and dolls and trucks. That's fine. You just pick them all up when they leave, and you know, it's fun to see all of that about when you have your Christmas tree or your Christmas room fully decorated. Nothing in this room is so precious, even though everything is precious moments themed, that it can't have people celebrating in this room with you. Well, the next video, I think, I'm going to show you how I decorate with some inexpensive garland, because I keep talking about using good garland when you decorate, and you know, we have some garland that is inexpensive garland, and I want to show you that you can sort of mix inexpensive garlands and still end up with a really nice look. Since I couldn't find any more of this really good garland, at least not for a reasonable price, and Costco doesn't carry this anymore that's just plain. They have some lovely garland there this year with red balls, but that's really not going to work in this room. So I want to show you how I do that. And we're in the midst of decorating our pillars, and they're going to look pretty too. So that will be coming up shortly as well. And I've already told you this, I can't wait for you to see the foyer, because it is a showstopper. I want my guests, when they come in the door and they see the foyer, to go, wow. And I hope you do too. If you've not already done so, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave me some comments. Especially, tell me what you think about decorating with pink. Until next time, bye-bye.